Hey guys, in this video I'll be explaining my solution SwasthyaLogs AI to record patient data. So let's say a patient goes to a hospital and he is visiting there the first time, or maybe he's already a recorded patient there. So if the hospital uses this system, they don't have to deal with physical paperwork anymore. They can do everything digitally. They can record the patient history, the patient important data of the patient, like his vitals, like what was the last visit, about what medications is on, everything online. So how this works is, let's say the patient goes to the hospital and he is talking to the doctor. So what the doctor will do is, he will start the recorder and he will record an audio file, as you can see here, and he will upload it to this Slack channel, record patient note, or we can also configure WhatsApp to this. Both is actually fine, there's no problem. So this is the sample of the audio
Is
I'll play.
Dr. Rajesh Sharma. Name is Dr. Rajesh Sharma. The patient's name is Rohan Verma. He complains of persistent headache and body ache since yesterday evening. There are no signs of cold or cough. I am prescribing ibuprofen 400 milligrams.
So yeah, this was the sample English version that I recorded, and here's a demo Hindi version.
मेरा नाम डॉक्टर राजेश शर्मा है। मैं जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर हूँ। मरीज का नाम अंजलि मेहता है। वह अपनी पिछली दवाइयों का कोर्स पूरा करने के बाद दोबारा जांच के लिए आई है। उनका कहना है कि बुखार अब ठीक हो गया है, लेकिन अभी भी कभी-कभी गले में खराश और हल्की।
So yeah, this was the Hindi one. So what happens in the system is, like, it works on the Anytime backend. So Anytime is an AI workflow automation tool. So what I'll do is, like, whenever audio is uploaded here, I will take it and I will pass it through the 11 Labs STT model, that is speech to text model, and I will get a script from it, and I will use that script to decode the message using OpenAI, that is the ChatGPT. So, and I will, like, use that to store different types of data, like the transcript file itself, the txt file, the name of the patient, everything in the backend here. So this is my backend Supabase. So yeah, as you can see here, there is the name of the patient. I have tables for patient, doctors, file, visits, etc. So here's the name of the patient. Doctor ID is linked to the doctors here with the names of the doctors, so we know which patient has which doctor. Here's the folder ID, summary, the age, the gender, status of the patient, if it's recorded or not, and when it was created. So yeah, we have also the same for the doctors, and also the patient vitals, like his blood pressure, heart rate, temperature, BMI, etc. And also for the visits, like what was the time he visited, what was the summary, then what was the diagnosis, etc. And I use here Google Drive to save the txt and audio files. So when an audio file is uploaded to Slack, I'll save it here in the inbox audio. As you can see here, there are many files, audio files, and what I'll do is, I'll simultaneously create a folder of the name of the doctor. So if we saw in the audio, the name of the doctor was Rajesh Sharma, so here's a folder, and inside it there will be a folder of the patients. So the Dr. Rajesh Sharma has 3 patients. The one we saw was Rohan Verma, Deepak, and Anjali. So I'll say maybe Deepak Singh. If I click here, I can see a file here, that is the transcript. So what was the conversation, I can see here. So basically I store there in Google Drive, and what will happen is, the whole thing will be stored in the backend, it will be processed, and the customer or the patient will get a link. So yeah, here's the Deepak Singh that we saw here, and he will get a link or a message in Slack. So hello Deepak Singh, here's a recent conversation, and here's the link. So when the patient will open the link, he will be redirected to the summary, so he can later check out the summary. If he forgets the medication dose or what the doctor said to take care of or anything, he can just check this, and here's the record. And for the doctor's side, if the doctors want to use or check the history of the patient, they can just log in into this site, the front end that I've created. So here's the login page, the default logins, but the doctors will have their own logins. And yeah, here's the portal. So as you can see, here's my login, Dr. Ayush Patel. Here's some info, today's appointments, active patients, etc. And the recent activity, the recent patients that were added. So this was some patients that were added, and with the small summary, what was the issue there, and what was the medications that were suggested to the patients, everything. And here in this tab patients, we can see actually all the patients that are available, and also yeah, we can click on the profiles and see a detailed information, that is their blood pressure, heart rate, temperature, BMI, etc. And also that visit timeline. So yeah, here it shows that Aarti visited on 8th September. She visited to Dr. Kavya Rathi, and here was the diagnosis, here was the visit summary. And when I click here on view full notes, it will again be redirected to the full script that is saved in the Google Drive here. So yeah, I can also see what current medications she's on, and her phone number, address, email to contact the patient. Yeah, I can see basically that for any patient, I'll say Deepak Singh, or maybe I'll say Arvind Nair. Yeah, it takes a bit time to load correctly. Yeah, so Rajiv Chawla, and yeah, we have the history and every details of the patient. And here we can also filter the patients by the doctor. So maybe I want to see the patients of Dr. Sanjay Shah. So Dr. Sanjay Shah has these two patients, Kavya, and yeah, so as you can see here, Dr. Sanjay Shah. And I go back here, yeah, and Rekha Sood, and here also Sanjay Shah. So yeah, that's for the patients page. I can also search Aarti and I can find the patient. We can add as many patients as we want. Then here's the analytics center. So this is just for the hospital admins, like how many patients came, what is the revenue. This is not much of relevance to the doctor, just for the backend staff. And here's the doctor profile. So if I, as a doctor Ayush Patel, I want to see other doctors who are, maybe say who is a dermatologist, so I'll contact Kavya Rathi. I can see what patients she's treating, her email ID, her number of active patients, treatment success, satisfaction score, etc. And I can also see from here view patients. So yeah, she's treating Aarti Sharma right now. So I can see info about all the doctors from here, this page. And there's the admin page and the support page. That will be for the IT department to see what is the number of active users, etc. And support pages to create support tickets or for video tutorials. Thank you. Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you a demo of the working of my AI solution SwasthyaLogs AI. So this is my N8N workflow. So I'll first play an audio so you have an idea of what the audio file is.
My name is Dr. Kavya Rathi, dermatologist. The patient's name is Aarti Sharma. She complains of excessive hair fall and dandruff for the past 2 months. On examination, the scalp shows flaking and mild thinning of hair at the crown area. My assessment is seborrheic dermatitis with early hair loss. I am prescribing ketoconazole shampoo to be used twice weekly and biotin supplements once daily.
So yeah, you get an idea. So there's the names, the medication, symptoms, and like tests if required and everything like that. So I'll also show you that first in a front end, we don't have the record of the patient and the doctor yet. So yeah, this is the login page. I log in. So in the patients, you see there is no Aarti Sharma here, and for the doctors, you can see there's no Kavya Rathi here as from the audio. When I play, like when I finish the workflow, there'll be a new doctor created and also a new patient. So this can be considered the case like the doctor has joined new and there's not the ID of the doctor yet, and also the patient is visiting first time. So this can be a case for that. So to execute my workflow, I click here and it will show me waiting for trigger event. So it has basically the select trigger. So what it does is it waits for me to upload an audio here in the record patient note. So when I upload the audio file here, what it will do is it starts the execution. So yeah, as you can see, it sends the audio to 11 Labs, then it sends back the text from the audio, and then it passes it to OpenAI node. So that will give us the patient name, doctor name, medications, visit, tests, and everything regarding the visit. What are the relevant information that one would need generally. And then after that, we will have the doctor name. So then we'll search for the, yeah, as you can see here, search for the doctor's folder here. If the doctor's folder is not there, we'll create one. Then similarly for the patient folder, we'll check for the patient folder inside the doctor's folder. But since we don't have the doctor's folder itself here, it will not be present. So yeah, as you can see, it went through this path. So it will create a doctor folder and patient folder, and then it will upset the data in the Supabase. So the backend, it will add rows here. So yeah, as you can see here, I can show in the patients. So the patient's name was Aarti Sharma, right? Yeah. So we have a row for Aarti Sharma here, and in the doctors, the doctor name, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was Kavya Rathi. So we have a row for Kavya Rathi there. So after that's done, it will generate a transcript that we got from the OpenAI node, and also it will save the audio file. So that will be done here. So if I just refresh, no, it's here. So yeah, it created a new folder here, Kavya Rathi, and inside it, it created a folder Aarti Sharma where it saves the transcript. Yeah. So the transcript, yeah, here as you can see, upload transcript.txt. Here the transcript file is generated and it is saved with the ID from the Supabase here. So we use the ID from here to save the transcript so we can access it later easily. Yeah, and also save the audio file. And after that we also insert the visit. So yeah, we added a row for that visit and what was the like summary, what was the time, what was the medications, diagnosis, and also link the doctor and the patient ID to it. So yeah, and then we finally sent a message to the patient. So yeah, as you can see here, there's a channel created named Aarti Sharma. We can also send message via WhatsApp or anything. This is just to show how the system will work. So yeah, as you can see here, Aarti Sharma received a message. Hello Aarti Sharma, your recent conversation and report have been uploaded here, and here's the link. So if I click on the link, we are redirected to the same link that we got here from, yeah, as you can see, from the Google Drive. Yeah, we are redirected here directly. So that is for the the patient side. And for the doctor's side, if I refresh this page, you can see here there's a new patient named Ati Sharma. And for the doctors, I'll show you. Oops, where is it? Yeah, there's a new doctor named Kavya Rathi. And if I click on view patients for the doctor, I can see Arti Sharma's profile here. If I click on Arti Sharma, then yeah, as you can see, here is a basic information that the admin system fills out. Here are the vitals of her, and here is the summary of the visit. So basically, yeah, as you heard in the audio, she came with the hair loss issue, and this was the summary. So what issues you're facing and what medications the doctor suggested, and yeah, and also it shows here the current medication that the doctor suggested. So we can check here, and if the doctor clicks here, view full notes, he or she can also access the same Google Drive summary. So if he or she wants to revisit it later, he can check it out here. So that is the idea of the system and how it works. Hey guys, in this video I'll show you a demo by executing a Hindi audio for my SwasthyaLogs AI system. So here is the audio to get an idea.
मेरा नाम डॉक्टर राजेश शर्मा है। मैं जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर हूँ। मरीज का नाम अंजलि राठौड़ है। वह अपनी पिछली दवाइयों का कोर्स पूरा करने के बाद दोबारा जांच के लिए आई है। उनका कहना है कि बुखार अब ठीक हो गया है, लेकिन अभी भी कभी-कभी गले में खराश और हल्की खांसी रहती है, खासकर शाम के समय।
So yeah, you get an idea. So I'll show you here in my record. There is the front end here. So we already have the doctor here, Rajesh Sharma, and a new patient, Anjali, is visiting the hospital. So we don't have the record for Anjali, as you can see here, Anjali Rathod. So what I'll do is when I execute this workflow, there'll be a new patient ID created with her details and the visit. So what I do is I trigger the workflow, and then I go to upload audio, and I upload the audio that I just played. Yeah, I just played. I'll upload it. I'll also show you there's not a folder for Anjali here in the doctor's folder, Rajesh Sharma's folder. So yeah, you can see here the audio is transcribed. Now it is being passed through the OpenAI node, that is the ChatGPT. It will decode the patient name, doctor name, medications, visit, etc. It will search if the doctor's folder exists. It existed, yeah, as we saw, so it didn't create one. And for the patient, it didn't exist. So yeah, as you can see, it went through here, and yeah, now we have the folder here, Anjali Rathod, and it will then go on to execute the rest of the workflow. It will add the patient in the backend. I'll show you. Yeah, so here Anjali Rathod, yeah. So as you can see in the patients, we have a row for Anjali Rathod now. So we have data, and we also have a vitals and medications linked with her patient ID. So this patient ID, yeah. And what happened here, like after the execution of the workflow, as you can see, the last node is executed. So now in my selection, if I see there's a new channel named Anjali Rathod, and she has received a message, hello Anjali Rathod, your recent conversation and reports have been uploaded, and click on the drive link. It will take me to the file where there's a summary. And if I go from here, Anjali Rathod in the drive, yeah, you can see the same file is there. And now in my front end, if I refresh the patients tab, you can see here Anjali Rathod. Yeah, so I have the new ID for the patient now created. So as you can see here, there's the age, ID, and everything, the contact information, the vitals of the patient, and the visit, and the medications that the doctor assigned. So here's from the audio we heard that she had some infection, and the doctor Rajesh Sharma prescribed her cetirizine. And here in view full notes, we can see the same summary that we can see through Google Drive. So by this, I can show that we can add as many number of patients or doctors. It doesn't matter if their profiles were there or not before, and also it doesn't matter if the audio was in English, Hindi, Gujarati, Tamil, Malayali, Telugu, Kannada, any language. It doesn't matter. The 11 Labs transcriber will correctly and perfectly transcribe the audio, and we can have the correct record for the patient. Thank you.